All right, guys, welcome back to the channel. I am here with my buddy Ron Villarin, and I've actually known Ron for years now, for decades, because we actually go back. And if you guys saw my last video, I talked about having an EG, and he also has an EG or had one back in the day. So we go back decades as far as being in the car scene, and that's one of the reasons. And Ron is one of the reasons why I also picked up my Tesla, because when I saw this one, there's definitely a reason why you are going to want to stop and kind of look and just understand, or try to understand, what is exactly happening. And that's the reason why I wanted to get Ron on the channel to just explain a little bit.
Yeah, definitely. First, I'll say thanks for having me on your channel, Aldrin. So right now, of course, this is a 2019 Tesla Model 3 dual motor. It is my daily, but it also is my car show for car shows.
Yeah, and speaking of car shows, I mean, I don't want him to kind of just gloss over that. This thing has been at, SEMA, of course, but if you want to talk a little bit about that, where people might have actually seen this car.
My buddy who owns the shop right here in front of us, Auto Fashion, took me there. So was really excited about it, and from there on, yeah, it just took off.
First thing that you'll notice, and if you're a new Tesla owner, of course, your car is probably riding high, but this thing is dumped.
For this to be, of course, as low as I can go, this is on air suspension. Airlift is the main, and of course, I'm on universal air suspension bags, struts, and controller is by airlift, which I can use with my cell phone. Of course, you have your tank, right? This is like the biggest tank that I could fit at the time when I had this display. Of course, you have your two by air compressors.
Yep.
These are the ones that push the air into the tank.
What other modifications do you have to do to the car besides the installation of the bags? Do you have to do things like I talked about earlier? Did you have to cut fender wells? Do you have to cut anything?
Nothing is cut.
What's your experience been? What type of kit are we going with for the front?
So back then, so I have a CMST kit.
Okay.
Full lip kit all around. But yeah, it adds the look to it. It's carbon fiber, of course. Yeah, it just adds that sporty look that I like.
Yeah, and then you have accents here. Is that all part of the same kit?
That's part of it also, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So what are we dealing with as far as wheels go?
So I have raised wheels. These are the Versus VVS 21s. And of course, this was featured at the raised wheel booth at SEMA in 2021.
Since we talked about it a little bit earlier, let's kind of jump in real quick and just see exactly what is needed to make those different controls on the inside of the car.
So of course, this is the controller. This is where I place mine. And of course it's all zeros, because of course we're aired out, right, is what we say. But it does have different presets. And right now it's on the very lowest one because we are aired out. But if ever I'm driving, see a speed bump or whatever, then I could just choose any of these presets to my liking.
Since we're in here, Ron, what do we got? What other mods do we have on the interior?
Well, one of my favorites is my custom steering wheel, carbon fiber steering wheel. Has, just a little red, because that's my, my little accent to go with my theme here. I do have some, covering the wood, because this was a, 2019. You Tesla owners, there's the wood grain, which is not my style. And I do have red interior, as you could definitely see.
All right, so that was the inside. Now, a little bit more on the back side. As you can see here, we have still a lot more to go through as far as the car goes. Again, the wing, this back portion right here, which is super low, with is this a brake light?
That's part of the diffuser, yes.
Wow, okay. So what have you done in the back? Is this same
still
kit?
Still part of the same lip kit, yep, CMST. Okay. So here I just have a 10-inch JL audio subwoofer and amp, and of course customizations by here from Auto Fashion.
And this hits below. So this is that portion, that storage that's actually below your trunk.
That's correct.
Taillights. These are not factory taillights.
No, they're not.
Okay, so what's the deal with these?
So these are Alpha X. That's who the makers are, and you can only pick this or a smoke black color, and I wanted it to basically look like it's the factory lights.
We have a bunch of, I'm assuming, sponsors, all supporters.
Shout out to, of course, #1 best shop in San Diego, in my opinion. Auto Fashion, Freddie, Kevin, Elroy, Ray's Wheels, Falcon Tires, Viair is what the compressors are in the front. Level Up Visions, those are my props, which I only bring out when I do a car show. Alpha Rex is my newest sponsor. Those are these taillights right here.
And there it is, guys. Huge thanks, dude.
Oh yes,
long time
Thank you
coming.
for having me.
But if you guys want to check this out, where can we get more info as far as like not just the products and all that information, but your crew, all that stuff? If you guys are looking at getting into something like bags, then I'd definitely give them a follow, because these guys know what they're doing. They've been doing it for many years, especially with Teslas. So where can we get them?
Definitely, of course, you could follow our crew, Ruinedtesla.com. We're all show, ready, basically. The upcoming shows that I do attend, if you do want to catch me, is Spocom. We also have Week Fest, and then of course the finale, Auto Fashion Festival.
There it is. All that information will be down below. Once again, huge thanks to Ron, and I will see you guys on the next video. Take care.